Hi there all to the Whk Express viewers. My name is Ivana van Wyk and we are here at the WHS Sports Grounds where we are streaming live the NSSU Hockey League. And with me is the commentator that we have organized for today. So please give it up for him.
Hi there, everybody. This is Rory Hammond doing your live commentary for today's final. It looks like a good day for a good final. The weather's looking great, and the girls are looking good and strong for the warm-up. We're super excited to get the match started.
Get me louder, please. Please get me louder, please.
Both teams getting into a huddle now just before the opening ceremony. Quick words from the coaches, getting that mindset ready. The ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, the teams are going to line up in the middle. We're then going to play the school songs. After that, I'm going to read the names of the players, and then there will be a handshake. There will be a little routine from Whk Gymnasium, and then we will start with the game.
Teams now lining up ready to sing the anthem.
The first school song, Whk Gymnasium. Can we stand, please? Whk High School, Whk High School, the school song.
school songs from two rival schools.
Ladies and gentlemen, just the following. But the gymnasium, they've got little girls over here that quickly want to do the thing. Thank you.
Small performance by the Whk Gymnasium students to spur on their teams.
Thank you, the two of you.
Stunning performance from the two
Well
little
done.
girls from gymnasium.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to read the names of the players. As I read your names, you can just take a step forward, please. I'm going to start with the gymnasium. Number 1 with 51 games played and grade 12, Savannah Pereira. Number 2, Zena Martin. Number 3, Haley Scotland. Number 4, Soleil Vessels. Number 5 with 133 games played and grade 12, Michelle Berger. Number 6, Elandri Creer. Number 7, Karen Lofty Eden. Number 8, 128 games played, Anisha Cornelissen, also grade 12. Number 10, Abigail Hicks. Number 11, Chiara Witt. Number 12, Jana Rabi. Number 13, Annabelle Sow. Number 14, Tanya Meyer. Number 15, Sulies Hennen. Number 16, Alexandra Martens. And the last one, number 17, 59 games played, Karen Davids, also grade 12. The Whk High School team, grade 12, goalkeeper Sunay Kraus. Number 2, Junay Bosov, vice captain. Number 3, Yarin Hartenberg. Number 4, Tisha Semedu. Number 5, grade 12, Juliet Fourie. Number 6, Johanne van Rooyen. Number 7, Rachel Finch. Number 8, Karin van Rooyen, captain and grade 12. Number 9, Daniel Steenkamp. Number 10, grade 12, Jana Strijdom. Number 11, Anthea Kutsia. Number 12, grade 12, Marijke Skekkerle. Number 13, Armin van Staden. Number 14, Jade Schumacher. Number 15, grade 12, Azaria Wallace. And then the last one, number 21, grade 12, Teresa Skuman. The coaches of the two teams, Whk Gymnasium, Bianca Rieder and Runel Snyman. The team manager, Annabel Porter. Whk High School, Randy Slummett with Maggie Mango. And then also the team manager, Pietro van Staden. Then, ladies and gentlemen, the two umpires for the game today, Cedric McCarthy, and the neutral umpire from South Africa, that is Brendan Kiesdecker. He already umpired the game yesterday evening. Brendan, welcome and thank you that you are willing to help us. Right, girls, we can give each other a handshake and then let the game start.
For some of these girls, it'll be their last game on this field representing their respective high school. It should be an exciting one.
Based on previous fixtures against these two schools, in the league games, WHS won one of the league games 5-0, and the other one was won by Gymnasium 1-0. So interesting results in the league, but finals are always a different story. So we'll see what happens today.
VIS just preparing to do their traditional releasing of the balloons to represent their matrix final game. Both teams with their war cries, getting the teams fired up as everyone gets into position, ready to start the game. We've got Whk Gymnasium High School playing in their traditional black and red, and Whk High School in their traditional sky blue and white.
Gymnasium starting us off with a pass to VIS, but unorthodox. Daniel Steenkamp down the right. Good ball down the line. Good attack down the line from Durey Boshoff. Attacking the D with great pace in the circle. Ooh, and a shot on target. Well defended by the Gymnasium goalkeeper.
First shot on goal in the first 30 seconds of the game. Gymnasium on the 16 now. She goes wide right, looking down the line.
Looks like VIS is starting with quite aggressive and high press at the moment. Putting some pressure on the gym backs, clearly forcing them to make unforced errors. A hit out the back is
Vintage Gymnasium now attacking down the right. Foul just outside the box. Gymnasium now switching the ball, intercepted by VIS. Now down the left-hand line. Ball goes out the right. Gymnasium to start. She's looking down the line. Little pass, finds the player just on top of the D. Enters the D, but intercepted. Bit of a turnover for Gymnasium. A little luck going there. Gymnasium continuously attacking down the right, but not getting that circle penetration. Bit of a lost ball running down the line. Players having to fetch it and restart the game. Anisha Cornelissen starting with the ball. Bit of a mix-up. Short corner. Attempted fault.
First short corner of the game. Let's see what Gymnasium can do with this opportunity. So we see the captain, Michelle Berger, at the top of the D. Just one castle. Are they going to do a straight poke? Oh, short push. Hit. Ooh, just missed by the deflector. 16 for VIS.
VIS getting off lightly on that short corner. Vanessa now taking off the 16. She decides to drop it and switch the channels down the left, but it's intercepted by Vintage Gymnasium. Getting it out the box. Ball going out the left hand side. Vintage Gymnasium to attack.
Some dangerous play there at the back from VIS. Not sure what they were trying to do. Good turnover from Gymnasium. Gymnasium attacking the D again. Good tackle from Dinaf Steenkamp. VIS's ball at the back. Gymnasium putting some high pressure on. Some good skills from the striker from Gymnasium. Oh, it comes to nothing as the ball trickles out the back.
Seems like Vintage Gymnasium's high pressure is working as they keep the ball in their attack in 25. Now intercepted by the Vintage Gymnasium number 2, but it's a quick turnover for VIS. Yune van Rooyen down the left-hand side of the field. Intercepted by Vintage Gymnasium, and another turnover. Seems like these teams are struggling to hold on to the ball, but it's a good attack down the left-hand side. Now VIS attacking through the middle, but closed down by the center defenders of Vintage Gymnasium.
Tisha Sameda with a good run and a good ball into the D. Duray on the ball, but comes to nothing. The Gymnasium back tries to clear and eventually gets it right. Pressure is taken off a bit. The VIS goal is not setting up fast enough, but well intercepted. VIS going strong down the left. The ball's in the corner. She comes out. Ball into the D, lifted dangerously. via Gymnasium's ball.
Whk Gymnasium starting off with a 1-2 at the back. Well worked. Going down the right-hand side, but intercepted by Rachel Finch. Now switching the ball all the way to the right. Daniela Steenkamp looking up for a pass. Ooh, danger ball. Lifted, but nothing comes of it. Windhoek Gymnasium now in their defensive right. Intercepted in a dangerous area. Now attacking with speed into the D, running down the baseline. Pass to Rachel Finch. Goalie on the ball. Short corner.
That was a lovely attack down the right from Dure. VAS has a short corner now. Let's see what they can do from it. We see one castle on the top of the D from VAS. Vanessa Schumann at the top of the castle. Let's see if the straight poke will go VAS's way. We see two deflectors going in.
Crowd getting excited for this shorty.
Ooh, a dummy run from Vanessa. Ooh, shot on target, but it comes to a long corner. Good save from the goalie. Good attacking ball from, and a goal from VIS. A first time shot off the.
Striker to hit it directly into the bottom left corner of the goals. The start of the goal hits off at speed, but Windhoek Gymnasium turn it over on the right hand side.
That's a great skill to have in your arsenal. To hit the ball out of the air is really hard, but this VIS goal made it look quite easy. Good switching from the VIS backs. Good build up as they play the ball in and out. Ball's turned over, double turnover, and the VIS girls get the ball back. And the ball played forward to no one as the Gymnasium backs collect it again. Gymnasium switches the ball to the right side of the field. And VIS has the ball. There's 5 minutes left in this first chukker. It's been an exciting chukker. One goal already, but both teams are looking very good at the moment. Good attacks from both sides. Good defending from both sides. This game is looking like a good one. Ball lifted a bit dangerously from Gymnasium into the VIS defender. VIS's ball at the back.
After that quick goal, the physicality of the game has just picked up. The game is getting really intense now. Windhoek Gymnasium switching into the right back pocket. Attempted interception but failed. Now, ball going outside the right hand line. Windhoek VIS's ball.
Good press from Gymnasium. Seem to be turning the ball over quite a lot here. Gymnasium's ball on the line. Good pressure from the VIS goal, Johanne van Rooyen, but deemed inappropriate tackle. Good ball into the corner from Gymnasium, but hits the foot of the Gymnasium player as the VIS defender puts on some pressure.
VIS reduced to start from 3 meters from the baseline. Sheets it hard straight into a Windhoek Gymnasium foot. Retake 5 meters away from the baseline. Danielle Steenkamp looking for the pass. She decides to go back to the keeper. Oh no, bit of an altercation. Goes down the back line. It's a long corner for Windhoek Gymnasium. Windhoek Gymnasium now moving down the field, ready to start their attack. Windhoek Gymnasium number 10 looking around before she puts the ball down. Looks to the left-hand channel. She mistraps it. Ball goes in the air, causing a danger. Turnover for VIS. Immediate play from the VIS defender to go right into the left-hand channel, where she runs straight into a few midfielders. Umpires just maintaining the game, holding the structure.
Ball's played out wide and played back to Vanessa. Good ball inside. Really good play from the VAS backs to eliminate it forward. Played inside again. Oh. Gymnasium's ball. Played to Danya Meyer. Danya Meyer, a player that can really make a difference on the field if she comes off in the national setup as a striker. And at school level, she's quite good. VAS's ball at the back. Can these VAS girls at the back beat the press here of the gymnasium girls?
VIS now down the right-hand channel of the ball. Well picked up by the number 11, straight into the middle and back down. Intercepted by the Whk Gymnasium centre back, but it's a double turnover. Ooh, nothing comes out of it. Whk Gymnasium consolidate the ball. The game starts to heat up with only 2 minutes left in this chukka. Whk Gymnasium now going down the left-hand channel. Crowd now spurring on their teams with the last few minutes to go. Ooh, double interception. VIS now attacking down the middle. Rachel Finch, one-on-one with the centre back. She looks wide. Ooh, cannot find, but she finds the foot. Back from Whk Gymnasium now. Picks. That is the end of the first chukka, where Whk Gymnasium 0, VIS 1. The captains and quick 2-minute team talk by the coaches and captains, ready to get their teams back on the team. Whk Gymnasium to start at the center of the field again.
Kari Davids starting us off. Gymnasium with the ball straight down the middle and winning a free hit just on the halfway line. A ball into the D from Danya Meyer, but comes to nothing as it rolls out the back. VIS is 16. Gymnasium continuing with a high press as it was working in the first chukka. Karin van Rooyen with the attempted overhead and reaches the other Dione van Rooyen, her sister. Dere Boshoff down the right with some sheer speed, pulls it back. Good attempted ball down the line from Durey Bosov. Tisha Samedo on the ball in the middle. Plays it to Durey Bosov as she tucks in with some good skills on the right. Really a player to watch. Good ball to Tisha, but comes to nothing as the Gymnasium defenders stay calm on the ball. Gymnasium's ball on the left-hand side of the field. Anna Rousseau giving the ball inside and getting it back straight away from Soleil Vessels. Turnover, unforced error from Soleil Vessels, hitting a back stick. Yone van Rooyen with the ball in the middle of the field. Gives it inside to Armin. Yone plays it inside to Tisha Samedo. Tisha Samedo hitting it straight back into the D. Good ball from Durey Bosov. And a great goal. Team goal from VRS. Good ball into the D, passing around the keeper, and an open goal. As you can hear all these screams and cheers from VRS, from the bench, from the crowd, this game is getting interesting.
Absolute great build-up by VRS down the right-hand channel, really getting the game started well in the second chukker. 3 minutes into the second chukker, getting another goal. Score is now VRS 2, Windhoek Gymnasium 0. Windhoek Gymnasium look to step up their game if they want to stay in this. VRS goal scorer now coming off the pitch with a little bit of a strenuous calf. Crowd now heating up, getting behind both their teams. Soleil Vessels down the middle for Windhoek Gymnasium. Finds herself in a bit of a trap with 3 VRS defenders. Now on the attacking 25 line, she goes wide down the right-hand channel. A little 1-2 pass gets intercepted by VRS. VRS now switching the channels. Danelle Sentkamp looking up for a pass. Plays it into free space. Ooh, mistrapped and gone down the right, out the right side. Windhoek Gymnasium now to start again. She looks around, decides to go back. They switch the channels. Now on the attacking right-hand channel. She looks up, finds a foot, but continues playing. No whistle. Plays the ball out the right. Now VRS's ball on their left, attacking left-hand channel.
These two schools have a great rivalry, Gymnasium and VRS. Whether it be on the rugby field or on the hockey field, it's always a good game between these two schools. Last year in the final, 2018 final, the school league, it was VRS versus Gymnasium, same fixtures this year, and VRS came away victors with a 1-0 win. VRS currently leading 2-0 at the moment, but let's see if the game will stay this way.
Windhoek Gymnasium now containing most of the possession in the second chukker. Looking to attack down the right-hand line, but intercepted by Vanessa Schumann from VRS. Back into the middle for VRS, but a bit of a mishit, but still makes the way through. Gymnasium turnover now. Multiple turnovers in the center of the field. Both teams giving it their all.
Possession seeming not to be valued by any of these two teams as the ball constantly goes back and forth. But we'll see if these two teams can work on their possession and ball retention. Good interplay from Soleil Vessels and Danya Meyer. Good ball to the top of the D from Danya Meyer. Very well defended by the VS defender. Johanna Ferreira with a good clearance out wide. Ball down the line. Good skills from the VAS link. VAS's ball just outside their 23.
As the tempo of the game starts to rise, a little few of the players feeling fatigue with constant substitutions rolling Players just grabbing some of their hamstrings, just feeling it, rubbing it out. The game starts to heat up as the sun starts to fall. Gymnasium now with the ball. A little fall from VRS, but the game continues. Now attacking through the middle, looking up for a player in the circle. Finds no one, but well intercepted by the number 10 VRS. Regained by Whk Gymnasium. Now trying down the right-hand channel. Unsuccessful as well. Ball hopping around, sticks flying. Soleil Vessels down on the floor. VRS is 16. Quick release by VRS. Finds it prominent down the left-hand channel. VRS bench just cheering their teams on. Really getting into it. Oh, 1-2 release by the backs. And out down the right-hand channel. Both teams slowing down the game now with their restarts. Whk Gymnasium looking down the right-hand channel. Oh, 1-2 on the side, unsuccessful, goes down the left. Turnover to VIS. Crowd supporting the team on the sideline there as the game comes closest with 7.5 minutes to the halftime. VRS still leading 2-0 in this game. Well intercepted on the 25. Rachel Finch now running one-on-one. She's in the circle with 3 defenders behind her. She gets it, but only outside the circle. Restart outside the circle. VRS on the top D. Decide to go back. Looking to go wide down the right-hand channel. But back into the middle. Intercepted by Whk Gymnasium. Looking for a quick turnover, but found by some VRS defenders. Ooh, sticks flying everywhere. Stick tap, and umpire says good. Goes Gymnasium's way. Turnover after turnover. This game is getting hot. Now down, picking it up on her left shoulder. In the circle. Ooh, just doesn't have enough to control it and keep it in the circle. VRS 16. Kanrien van Rooyen now to take it. Captain looking around for her players. Overhead. Ooh, unsuccessful. Picked up by Whk Gymnasium on the 25. Looking for the player, but intercepted on the line of the D. Whk Gymnasium with the ball now in the attacking 25. Looking for players, but unfortunately finds a foot. Turnover, VIS's ball. VIS just look around, looking for open players. Danelis decides to step off, let the back defender take it. Short pass, little loop over stick, unsuccessful. Now down the channel. VRS. Ball takes a deflection out the right hand channel. VRS to start at the halfway line. Temperature starts to drop as the sun starts to set. Players just breathing that little bit heavier as the game continues. VIS with the ball in the middle now. Armin looking for attack. She's running down the line. Finds Rachel Finch in the D. Looking to control the ball, but just does not have enough. The reach is a bit too far. Turnover, Whk Gymnasium 16.
A lot of experience in both of these teams. Some players having caps over 100, a lot over 50. So there's a lot of experience on this field, and we can see it in some of the players. But we'll see if the experience shows from Gymnasium's 2 most capped players, both over the hundreds. Michelle, their captain, and Annika Cornelissen. The attempted overhead goes to a VHS player from the gymnasium back. Good skills from the left leg, but unable to chop the ball as it goes out the back for Gymnasium 16. VHS with a really high press still. A hit out the back is lifted dangerously. VHS's ball.
Both coaches on the side of the field trying to consolidate their teams with 3 minutes 15 seconds left in this half. VIS now on the attack into the 25. She's on the edge of the D. Ooh, well intercepted by Whk Gymnasium, and it's released down the right channel. Player not focusing, doesn't find the ball. Quick turnover. VIS now to attack down their right hand channel. Bit of an altercation gives VIS the ball. Ball now in the right hand channel with VIS. She slaps it straight into circle, but unsuccessful. Picked up on the line of the D. Whk Gymnasium now control it and out down the side. VIS to take it on the sideline in the middle of the pitch. Yet another turnover by Whk Gymnasium, but it is a double turnover. VIS grabbing the ball, sending it back, just controlling it now. 1-2 passes, finding each stick with every pass. VIS now finding their players quite easily. Ooh, turnover by Whk Gymnasium. Play stuck in the middle of the pitch, but a dangerous back stick finds the ball flying down the side of the pitch. Tomahawk shot from the center of the field, sees the ball flying down the right hand side. Now VIS, colliding with her own player on the right hand channel. A bit of a miscommunication. Sees Gymnasium get the ball, but a quick turnover. Fault by Whk Gymnasium now. Ball now going down the back channel and down the middle for Whk Gymnasium, only to find a VIS centre back. All 1-2 passes between VIS just to control the game. With a minute left, Tisha runs down the right hand channel, finding the sideline. Turnover to Whk Gymnasium.
We see a lot of rubber balls happening, which is typical of grass hockey, which was previously a reality in Namibia, but now that we have some Astro, it's still continuing, but seems to be working most of the time as the ball bobbles over most of the players' sticks and ends up with the same player. Good defense from the VIS right link, Tisha Semedo. Poor tackle from Tisha Semedo, and she's given a green card by the umpire. 2-minute green card for Tisha Semedo for a poor tackle. 10 seconds left in the second chucker. As good attack down the right from VIS. Good tackle, but broken down outside. She enters the D. Goal from the VIS team in the last seconds of the game. I'm not even sure there was even time left on the board. The umpires called time to check if this is actually a goal, if it was scored in time before time was up. The two umpires conversing. We'll see what decision they come to now.
our sound in the spirit of things. We lose our sight when we put our trust in things of this material world, of things that fade away. Yet we keep coming back, 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 keep coming back. We lose our sound in the spirit of things. We lose our sight when we put our trust in things of this material world, of things that fade away. Yet we keep coming back, 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 keep coming back.
Just before the halftime break, VIS scored a great second post goal in the dying seconds of the second chukker. We don't even know if that was a goal because time was up on the board, but good goal anyways. Second post goal, always good.
Second half of the game starts. VIS 3, Whk Gymnasium 0. VIS now to start with the ball. The players getting ecstatic to start the game now.
VIS start the third chukker with the man down, which is the poor tackle on the right hand side. Let's see if Whk Gymnasium can take advantage of this man down.
Ball now starting with VIS with an out on the side. Troughing down the back. Ball moving smoothly into the defender. 1-2. VIS now looking just to maintain the ball. Ooh. Commentator's curse, turning over the ball. Whk Gymnasium in the half. Great one-on-one action between both teams. Whk Gymnasium now with the ball in the middle. A little loop ball over the side, but well intercepted by VIS.
Good defending from the captain, Michelle Berger. Gymnasium with a great attack down the right. Good defending from Arman. VAS calm on the ball. Good protecting on the ball. Good run down the left-hand side of the field and great ball. But good turnover from the VAS striker. Given to Derey Bosov. Derey Bosov with a bit of pace but couldn't get there. Gymnasium's ball at the back. It's looking like a big task for Gymnasium in the second half to come back from a 3-0 down, but anything's possible in a final.
VAS back to their full squad, 11 versus 11, as the VAS number 4 gets back into her position. She finds herself defending in her own 25, as Whk Gymnasium have it on the left-hand channel. Umpire calling to bring the ball back to where the altercation was. Looking for the river pass, but does not get it. VAS now on the counter. Derey Bosov now running down the right with speed. She finds good Indian dribble, straight into the D, finds a pass but not successful. Intercepted by the Whk Gymnasium defender and down the right hand channel. Pulling in with some Indian skills in the middle. Ooh, foot by VAS. Ball to stop and retake by Whk Gymnasium. Anisha to hit it down the channel. Ooh, straight down the channel onto the right forward's stick. She finds herself on the edge of the D. Now Savannah Pereira with the ball, but getting pushed about by the VIS defender, taking no prisoners. Gymnasium now trying to let it go, but find a foot. Soleil Vessels now down the right hand channel, looking inside the circle, finds nothing. 5 meters outside to restart. Anisha with the ball. VIS now, defenders told to step. Pressure works well as the VIS pick up a 16. Ball taking a deflection, but finding the back of the Gymnasium defenders. Now turnover, double turnover. Ball bobbling around with the ball. Adre finding the ball in the D. Now VIS. Ball back out. Ball smacked into it. Finds the forward. Alexandra, goalkeeper, jumping out to save the ball.
VS's ball in the left hand corner. Let's see if they can get anything from this high attack. VS's attack's looking very promising at the moment, but nothing coming from them yet. Only the 3 goals so far, but they've had plenty of opportunities to put some more away. Number 12 looking for a ball, but finds no one. Well defended by Michelle Berger, the captain. Kari Rousseau with some good skills on the right hand side. Vanessa with a big turnover. Double turnover. Ball down the line to the Gymnasium player. But well tackled by the VS defender. Good ball down the line. Daniel Mayer on the right hand side of the field taking the free hit. Michelle Berger in the middle of the field with the ball. Good ball down the middle but intercepted. Tisha Semedo. Big fake from Karine van Rooyen, sending the Gymnasium striker down the left hand side of the field. Great build-up play from VAS. Inside, outside, inside, outside. Looking for a player. Oh, good touch from the Gymnasium defender as it goes out the sideline. VAS on the attack, putting some pressure on the Gymnasium defenders. Tisha Semedo with the ball, looks for a ball into the D, but no one on the end of the ball. Ball goes out the back for a 16.
Gymnasium now finding themselves under a bit of pressure with 9 minutes to go in the third chukka. Floodlights have now been switched on for more visibility. Now troughing down the side. Anisha with the ball for Gymnasium. A little bobble in the air gives a danger. And Gymnasium's ball on their defensive 25. Turnover to VIS now. Looking to drop back and consolidate. Little 1-2 action on the left-hand channel. Works out well, but misses the play and goes out the side. Most of the ball now in Gymnasium's defensive 25. Seems like they are struggling to get out of there.
Gymnasium well defended. Pass out the back, but to no one. Ball pass straight back to Gymnasium. Some good skills from Soleil Vessels down the left hand side of the field. Inside outside tuck, turning the VIS defender. Time is called so that the umpire can give Tisha Samedo once again another card. A 5-minute yellow this time. She runs off because she made a poor tackle. VA is looking very composed at the back while they have the ball. Not too much under pressure as they were in the beginning when Gymnasium had such a high press. They look more comfortable now as they've settled into the game. Big turnover from Rachel Finch in the halfway line. Running down the right hand side of the field, promising attack here. And poor tackle by the Gymnasium defender, and it's a short corner for VIS. Second short corner for VIS here. Let's see if they can make something out of it. Magritte Mango, she's the assistant coach of VIS, and she's currently the captain of the Namibian women's outdoor team, and she's been all over the world with them, so a lot of experience coming from her. So let's see if she brings something to the party here. Vanessa on the top of the D once again. Let's see if this is a straight poke, skew push. Great hit from Karin van Rooyen, but great goalkeeping from the Gymnasium keeper.
Alexandra Martins called in to save. Now Rachel Finch in the circle with the D, gives a little pop pass, but finds no one. Tomahawk pass out the sideline by the Anisha. Vintic Gymnasium back. Ball now in the D with the Vintic Gymnasium defender. She finds a way out with a pull pass. Now in the center of the field with the Vintic Gymnasium. Looking for stick-to-stick tackling here. Runs straight into the VIS player. Umpire calls fault. Vintic Gymnasium to restart in the center of the pitch.
All the players looking to be getting a bit tired now in this third chukka. Giving easy ball away. More turnovers than before. Players on the side being injured. Duray Bosov looking like she's having some problems with her hamstring at the moment. But we'll see if she can get fixed up and get back into the field. Daniel Mayer with the ball just outside the attacking 25. But VIS manages to get the ball out wide and away from danger. But VIS attacking Gymnasium attacking once again. Good skills from Soleil Vessels. Gymnasium on the top of the D. Good hockey from Gymnasium. Some back and forth hockey right there. But VHS eventually comes out with the ball. Good run from the right link. Great skills from Rachel Finch, but unfortunately takes it out the side of the field. Quick play from Gymnasium. Good attack down the left-hand side of the field. In VRS's 23. Great skills from Soleil Vessels down the left-hand side. Let's see if anything can come from this. A quick switch would be good at the moment, but nothing's come from it. Rachel Finch with some great skills here. Having a great game at the moment. Good skills down the right-hand side. Beating defenders. Passing the ball. Good attacking from her. Attempted overhead, but thrown straight to the Gymnasium defender.
VIS looking like they're putting all their players at the back trying to defend this lead for 3 more minutes in the chukker till we see this final phase. Just passing the ball around the back, now playing a counter-attacking game, whereas before they were playing a full press. Now finding themselves at the edge of the D, but passed back out by the Windhoek Gymnasium defender. Players not hearing the whistle, umpires having to blow strenuous blows to get the game calmed down. VIS now back to their full team, with the player coming back on from their hurt 5-minute suspension. Windhoek Gymnasium will really need to score in the next 2 minutes to keep themselves in this game and in this chukker. Gymnasium now caught on the edge of the 5-meter D. Number 14 running straight in, slapped down the side. A bit of bubble here and the ball, and they find a shorty. Defensive error by VRS causes a shorty with a dangerous ball in the air.
Second penalty corner for Windhoek Gymnasium. They huddle on the top of the D at the moment. Still one castle at the moment. Michelle Berger at the one castle.
VIS captain Sune getting her team ready to defend this short corner. Ten players on top of the D now. The push goes straight to the middle. She looks for a side pass to the right. 1-2, doesn't find it. Defender falls on the ball, creating a new shorty. Vanessa Schumann struggling to stay on her feet, just falling on top of the ball, causing another shorty.
Let's see if Gymnasium will change it up here and go for a straight poke. Push. Slip left. Can she score? A goal after the whistle from Gymnasium. Unfortunately, a great shot from the Gymnasium striker. Getting it over Sune Kraus, the goalkeeper from VRS. Very unfortunate there to have the whistle blown. End of the third chukker here, and there's a penalty corner at the moment.
All of Windhoek Gymnasium players now on top of the D as we still have to take the shorty. The push is strong, a bit off center. She looks on top, slides to the right, slides to the left, looking up, takes a shot but not defended, goes in, they score! Windhoek Gymnasium scores back into that chukker, finishing the chukker with 1 goal. End of the third chukker, VIS 3, Windhoek Gymnasium 1.
We lose ourselves in the spirit of things. We lose our sight when we put our trust in things of this material world, of things that fade away. Yet we keep coming back, 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 keep coming back. We lose ourselves in the spirit of things. We lose our sight when we put our trust in things of this material world, of things that fade away. Yet we keep coming back, 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 keep coming back.
VIS looking on top of things at the moment, but unhappy with the short corner scored at the end of the third chukker. Quite a sloppy short corner, but eventually ended up in the goal. But as we say, a goal is a goal. VIS starting off the fourth chukker, which is looking to be a good one at the moment if the game keeps on going the way it is. Let's see if VIS can hold their lead here. Gymnasium looking promising as they go on their tackle.
Crowd now getting more vocal as we enter the final 15 minutes of this game. Coaches on the sideline spurring their teams on. Last 15 minutes of this 2019 School Leagues final. Whk Gymnasium finding themselves in a bit of a pressure in the start of the final chukker as VIS determined to start off very quick and onto a run. Defending the ball. Ball goes across the D, finds Rachel Finch, popping out, short corner, foot off the Whk Gymnasium. No advantage allowed there. VIS looking for the advantage, but not given. Short corner. This would be VIS's third short corner of the game. Can they put it in to make it 4-1?
Second goal scored after the whistle again. Unfortunately, stopped by the umpires. Vanessa on the top of the D for VIS. Let's see if she can put it in the back of the net. Dummy run. Unfortunately, comes to nothing for VIS, but well defended by Gymnasium. Danya Meyer with some good composure on the ball, getting the foot of the VIS striker. Michelle, the captain, on the ball, plays it infield. Big turnover from Gymnasium. Lifted dangerously by the VIS defender into her own body. Gymnasium with the ball down the right. Can they make something out of this attack? Getting a foot just outside the 23. Gymnasium not looking like they have too many numbers up in their 23. The ball lifted dangerously, and the ball turned over to Whk High School.
Game now slowing down as we find our pace. Vanessa tries to go down the left-hand channel but hits it straight out. Gymnasium's ball at the halfway sideline. Gymnasium number 5, Julie now to start with the ball. VIS players not standing 5, retake on that foul. Looking up and sees a sea of VIS players. VIS players all now behind the ball except 2.
Gymnasium hanging 2 players quite deep back in their half, probably for some protection when the ball is turned over. But it's leaving Gymnasium outnumbered as they attack. Turnover for VS. VS has the ball down the left-hand side of the field. Played back. It's the foot of the Gymnasium player. VS's ball. Ball down the middle to Duray Bosov. Finds her, but unable to control the ball. Some great pace from Duray Bosov. Looks like that hamstring's okay. Great skills from Duray, putting the Gymnasium defender on the floor, but unfortunately lifted into the D as it's hit across, looking for a deflection. Gymnasium with the ball in their 23.
Floodlights now making a big difference on the pitch as the sun has finally fully set. But the game goes on. Spirits are so hot and firing. Players having to get the ball just outside the field, bobbling. Gymnasium start their 16 in the left-hand channel, looking to go straight down the channel, but a 1-2 sees it find pressure as VRS start pushing through forward to attack. First foul, Gymnasium, foot. VRS now looking up for a pass, finds an easy 1-2 down the line, but unsuccessful, going out the right-hand side. Game now seems to be stuck in the bottom corner of Windhoek Gymnasium's left defensive. Oh, a miss hit by Windhoek Gymnasium, sees pressure by VRS. Ball missed by both teams now. Game tempo just slowing that little bit down as a few of the girls just losing a bit of concentration and not connecting ball with their stick.
Some fatigue starting to settle in as the players begin to make more and more mistakes, but we'll see if they can gain concentration again and put some good passes together and get the ball forward. VAS's ball on the right side field. Rachel Finch with an overhead, but deemed dangerously by the umpire Cedric. Gymnasium's ball in VAS's 23. Soleil Vessels on the ball. Skillful player. Let's see if she can do anything with the ball right now. Some good pops and lifts, but comes to nothing. Cleared by the VAS defender. Out the sideline. Gymnasium's ball. Quick play from Gymnasium to Danya Meyer. Bad tackle from the VAS defenders. Gymnasium's ball right outside the D.
Gymnasium now with the pressure, looking. Ball not travelling, 5 before it enters the circle. Turnover. VIS to take a 16. Gymnasium will really need to score another goal if they want to find themselves back in this game. With only 7.5 minutes left in the entire game, they really need to pull out something for this win. Ooh, some altercations in the middle of the field, but the game continues as Rachel Finch down the right-hand channel for VIS. She looks up for the pass, but only finds a Gymnasium foot. Tisha for VIS now down. She's not getting up, struggling down on her knees. She's in pain. Umpire stops the game. VIS players now consolidating. They're looking for a substitution. Struggling to get to her feet, but cannot do it. Medic now running onto the field to assist. I hope it's not serious. Seems to be her ankle.
Tisha Samedo with a good ball on the outside, but in the process getting taken out by the Gymnasium player as they collided. Tisha Samedo still down, unable to get up. Umpire calling for a substitute. Tisha Samedo struggling to get to her feet. It looks to be an ankle. Tisha Samedo being carried off the field now. What a trooper.
It's all smiles by the coach Randy Slubbert as he carries off Tisha Samedo. Time has been stopped and will commence once the whistle of the umpire goes. That looks to be the end of Tisha Samedo's game, but who knows, she might make a comeback. VIS now in the D, trying to attack. Whk Gymnasium, goalkeeper Alexandra, quick out her post. Whk Gymnasium now to take their 16. Quite a slow pass to the left-hand channel. Sees VIS to apply lots of pressure, but unsuccessful. Slave Vessels looking for a pass, finds one. Quick 1-2 down the left-hand channel. Still going, try to control the ball. Turn over to VIS. Quick switch into the middle of the pitch and down the line, only to find a Gymnasium player bobbling into the air. VIS pick it up on the edge of the D. She's now in the circle, trying to run straight through the defender, but unsuccessful. Gymnasium now hitting it down the side. VIS to start in the attacking 25 on the left-hand sideline. She runs 5, looking into the circle. She's going to run straight in. It'll pop into the air. Umpire calls a danger. Whk Gymnasium ball. Ball comes off the hand of the defender. Play stopped by a VIS foot. Ball into space, finds no one, but a little deflection gets it onto a Gymnasium stick. She hits it down the left-hand channel to find the forward straight. Ooh, missed trap. Leads the ball going out the side, the baseline. Only to give VIS a 16.
5 minutes left in this game and VIS still leads 3-1 at the moment. Gymnasium turns the ball over just outside VIS's 25. Quick play down the left hand side, attacking the circle. The VIS defender putting some pressure on the attacker. Good composure in the corner from VIS, but unfortunately playing the ball out the side. Gymnasium's ball once again. Played back once again. A lifted ball down the middle, seems to work, ends up at the feet of a VIS defender. Penalty corner for Gymnasium. Can they put this away? Can they score their second goal to bring them back into this game and make the end of this game even better?
Whk Gymnasium really boosting up their attack with 10 players now in the D for the shorty. Umpire just correcting the defenders on the line. Moving. Not taking any haste in starting the ball. Really trying to slow the game down with 3 minutes 40 seconds left. Just really trying to control the ball. Now down the right hand channel with lots of space. No Whk Gymnasium. She's looking into the middle. Release into space. Picked up by the Whk Gymnasium player on the end of the D. Double turnover. tries to slap it in, unsuccessful. Gymnasium with a bit of a panic release out the sideline. VRS now to attack in their 25. Slow start, bringing it forward then back. Looking for a player, decides to drop it. Looking to go down the same channel, but Whk Gymnasium hitting it out. Now switching channels. VRS protecting the ball, really looking up. Little tomahawk pass into the circle. VRS to take an attack at the side circle. Quick back 1-2, run straight into the Gymnasium defenders, only to see themselves on a counter attack. Danella Steenkamp giving her all in that run back to defend. Whk Gymnasium now giving it everything. We've got a 5-on-5. All the defenders in the D now, but a great tackle by VRS. Tomahawk pass, finds the deflection, but back with Gymnasium. She looks straight into the circle, but only finds a VRS stick. Ball now bobbles into the center. Umpire calls it. Oh, Gymnasium ball in the 25. No more advantage. Gymnasium now picking it up in the right-hand corner, trying to make a run, but cannot do it. Fatigue just getting the best of her, just not being able to control the ball. Once again, VRS just slowing the game down just to control their players, get their emotions in check. Ooh. A little body check between the players. Gives VRS the ball. Oh. Excuse me, apologies. Whk Gymnasium the ball. A foot in the middle gives Gymnasium. They're looking to start the ball quickly and straight down the middle into the D. Only 1 minute left in the game. VRS to take their 16. Doesn't look like they'll be taking it anytime soon.
VRS looking in no rush to get the ball started. They slowly play the ball down the left, play it down the line, but intercepted by a Gymnasium attacker. Good run down the right hand side, attacking the D, tucks it back but to no one. The Tomahawk hits the back stick of Yone van Rooyen, and it's Gymnasium's ball just outside the D with 20 seconds to go. A ball into the D, but nothing comes of it. And it looks like the game's been won by VRS. 10 seconds left as Danya Meyer seems to strike the ball into the D. Soleil Wessels with the ball just outside the D. And time is unfortunately up. And VRS are the winners of the 2019 Namibian Hockey Schools League. Great encounter from these two schools. Their hearts given, everything left out on the field.
What a great final by the girls. This absolute greatness. Girls coming together, hugs, high fives, and thank yous by both teams. Smiles all around. Really, really great game. Both teams should be very proud of what they achieved tonight. And we look forward to the boys' game next.
Let's see if the VRS boys can follow up on their girls team's performance. Great stuff happening out here on